Happy New Year! Happy 2021! I'm super excited for this year, but you know what question I keep getting asked lately is, are we going to have a housing crisis in 2021? Is that bubble finally going to burst in 2021? First, we're going to answer that question, but first we're going to answer the questions of what happened in 2020. I'm Derek Wagner.
I'm Mariana Wagner with the Artisan Group at Keller Williams Premier Realty. Well, let's just jump right into looking back on 2020. How many homes sold in the Pikes Peak region?
Well, we had this was a record-breaking year. I think the best year we had before this was 2017.
And that broke records forever.
Yep, that was the highest sold homes that we've had in the history of the Pikes Peak area. This year we sold 17,337 homes.
That is unbelievable.
That's crazy.
The highest that we saw was in July. There were 1,978 homes sold in July. And the lowest we saw was pre-pandemic, and that was 916 sales in January.
Yeah, pre-pandemic. Median sales price, January, $336,795.
That was the lowest point, and then the highest point we saw was in September.
Yeah, at $385.
That's a huge
That's crazy
increase.
Yeah, that is a huge jump. We've never seen anything like that. In the history of the MLS, we've never seen a jump quite like that.
In 1 year.
No.
That is crazy.
No, it was less than...
That was 9 months.
Yeah,
in
9 months. That is just
unbelievable. And we're
crazy.
still hovering there at the 380 mark right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So days on market in the beginning of the year, we were at 33 days on the market. That was the January timeframe. Also pre-pandemic, shutdown. If you guys remember in March, I'm sure you guys all remember.
Does anyone not remember?
PTSD.
Yeah, but then once March hit, then from April on, it dove right down to 19-20 days, and we saw that for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So that's our year in review of 2020. What do we think is going to happen in 2021? I am scared.
I don't know. I think it really depends on what you're looking at. If you're a home seller, I believe that you might not have a whole lot to worry about. However, there's a lot of factors that determine what is and is not a housing crisis.
I see a housing crisis for buyers.
I
see we're going to continue to have an inventory issue.
We can't build homes fast enough.
Yep. And homeowners or home builders are still not interested in speccing out homes.
No, so they're only building if you want them to build for you.
Yeah. What else? I think we're going to get more buyers. So lower inventory, more buyers.
Now, where do you think these buyers are going to come from? Why do you think we're going to have more buyers? From my understanding, there's several factors.
There is several factors. Number one, more jobs are coming to Colorado Springs. We have Space Command. In a couple of weeks, we're going to find out if we're the permanent station. Right now, we have a 6-year station, so we're going to get buyers regardless. But I think we're going to have a permanent station for the Space Command.
And we'll see. But there's a lot of other large tech businesses.
We have 3 very large cybersecurity companies that are moving into town. We met with the mayor, and he's literally has hundreds of new jobs coming in 2021.
And with jobs come people, and with people come housing needs.
Yes.
So if you thought it was bad last year trying to find a house, oh my goodness.
Housing crisis 2021. Yeah, for sure.
Also, too, I heard that, with the new administration coming in, they're going to look into first-time homebuyer credits or incentives, and that's just going to bring more people into the market. And unfortunately, first-time homebuyers, it's hard sometimes to compete with
out-of-state folks who have cash.
Yeah, exactly.
People would have a lot of money, but they're going to be able to be entering the real estate market. Those folks may be looking at townhomes and condos. So townhomes and condo values are also going to be increasing because that's an area that they can probably
Entry level into a lot
Yes.
better, yeah.
And we actually last year we changed the way first-time home buyers with FHA and VA can purchase those homes. So it's even more. It's even easier for them to step into
And
that
more
market.
enticing, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, too, you talked about out-of-state buyers coming in and buying cash. And why do you think people are coming in from out of state? And does it have anything to do with the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that happened during the pandemic is a lot of employers found that, they don't really need brick and mortar anymore.
No.
We can work virtually and it's more comfortable. And as a matter of fact, the studies have shown they're more productive at home, which is kind of odd.
And so they're sitting in this like high density cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, Chicago, these really high density where they had to so they could make it to and from work. Now if they don't have to do to and from work, they're now dispersing out. And Colorado Springs is a super popular area. I mean, given the beautiful landscape that we have.
Yeah, so a lot of outdoor activities. Plus, what we're finding, we've got some folks that are coming. We got lots of folks that are coming from out of state that are these folks that now can just work from home. But what they like is a combination of a lot of things. We have relatively low taxes, property taxes. They also really like and enjoy the public school. They no longer have to pay for private school. So they've just freed up a lot of their money. So
Their
now
transportation costs
have all gone down. I mean, their standard of living has substantially increased moving to Colorado Springs.
And so it's very enticing. So now we
Yep.
have even more people now entering the housing market where we're not seeing an increase in inventory. In fact, new homes, I think they're going to start having bidding wars.
I think this is going to be the first time in Colorado Springs history we're going to have bidding wars on new builds and maybe even a lottery system. I mean, I think it's going to get that crazy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you remember back in, over 10 years ago in some parts of the country, specifically like Las Vegas. You would just stand in line like it was Black Friday every day just to try to get a new house.
Yeah.
And you would get whatever they gave you. You didn't get to pick a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably
that's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing.
And changing gears just a little bit. I know there's been a moratorium on, for evictions, but in what we're talking about here, there's also been a moratorium on people who are not able to make their mortgage payments and not being forced into foreclosure, and that's going to be lifted. In fact, I believe it has been lifted in some or most areas and companies. How is that going to affect the
market? Yeah, so there's a couple of things with the moratorium. Number one, so if you haven't been making your payments for 3, 6, or 9 months, those payments now then are added to your monthly payment. So your monthly payment's going to go up.
Yeah.
Some of these folks will be able to make the payment.
Mm-hmm.
Some won't.
And in some cases, some banks are saying, you owe us everything all at once. And that's going to be near impossible for anyone who couldn't make a payment for the last 6 months. All of a sudden, it was 6 months up front.
Yeah.
Every bank does things a little different. So if you are in a situation, and I cannot stress this enough, if you are in a situation where your bank or your lender, your mortgage company has given you the freedom to not make these payments, please reach out to them directly, because again, every lender does things differently, and figure out exactly what is expected of you once the moratorium is lifted.
Yeah, and I think this is going to adversely affect those who are in the service industries, hospitality industries, more so than everybody else. We're seeing those folks who are being affected, which is I hope they're going to be able to, get caught up in those
and
kinds
work
of
with
things.
them, But we will see something. Do we know exactly what it is? No, but I think when we look back on 2021 next year, we will see the impact of the elimination of that moratorium.
Yeah. Also, we're hearing rumblings of interest rates under 2%. Yeah, like 1.17 or 1.75 kind of range.
That's like free money.
Yeah, we're hearing rumblings of that. I mean, affordability will never be the same again. So we're really interested in seeing 2021 and what happens.
Yes, it's all about making homes super easy to buy but hard to find.
Yeah, yeah. The mayor did mention, though, they're going to be able to add kind of second dwellings on homes. He's gonna try to increase our density, especially downtown.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help. I don't know. It's gonna be a very interesting year.
Yeah, we're really excited. A little apprehensive, but very excited. I think that this will all fall into place, and we wish you guys all the best. If you're looking to sell, man, good luck. You're going to have a great year.
Yeah.
If you're looking to buy, really good luck.
Hey, speaking of which, we're going to have a really fantastic new mortgage product for people who want to buy and sell. So if, and before we announce it, we can't announce it yet because there's going to be a big press release next week on it. But if it's something that you're thinking about selling and buying and how that's going to work, and you're worried about buying before you sell, we have a video on some strategies that we can link to at the end of this. But we have a brand new mortgage product coming out, which is going to be fantastic. Reach out to me directly on my cell phone or my email, and I can give you some insight on it before the press release. But it's going to be super exciting. Anyway. Thank you for watching this super long video.
Yeah, we hope you got some great information. We hope we simplified some of the worries that you may have been having. And thank you for watching. Please please share with your friends, neighbors, and coworkers.
Yeah, thank you for watching.